Well, we are joined now with Austin Shirley, right beside me, and Michael Conroy with Premier Medical Laboratory Services. Guys, thanks for taking time out of a super, super busy day, week for y'all. Tell me a little bit about what y'all do and who you are.
We're Premier Medical Laboratory Services. We're a diagnostic clinical laboratory here in the upstate, based in Greenville, have been for a decade plus, and we run laboratory tests for physicians' offices and hospitals throughout the country.
And what are you working on currently?
So right now, everything that we have been doing has been kind of put on the back burner, and we're focused on COVID-19. So we're trying to ramp up volume to be able to get access to testing to as many folks as we can.
Because what you hear a lot in the news talking about, test validation, and what do you mean when you say that and we hear that?
So we actually did our validation under the CDC's guidelines that were put out for the FDA issued an emergency use authorization sometime around the end of February, and that's when we began working on it. So we followed the CDC's guidelines on that. Once we validated everything internally, we submitted our EUA to the FDA and received feedback from them that we were good to go to begin testing patients.
I mean, because up until, a couple weeks ago, a lot of us had never heard COVID-19, had never heard Corona. Was this something that y'all knew about or was in your minds? Not to the severity, but just about it.
No, so at Premier, we've been able to run a respiratory pathogen panel that looked at multiple different respiratory viruses. So because we already had that up and running, we were able to pivot to the COVID-19 testing pretty easily.
Now, where would these tests be available? Because I know a lot of people, the panic is there's not enough tests or people aren't being tested.
The test has to be ordered by a physician. It is performed at our lab, but usually, whether it's the collection sites that are being set up by the various hospitals within the state, from their physician's office, or a lot of what we're trying to focus on right now is with the current capacity that we have, we want to be able to service South Carolina hospitals and prioritize their admitted patients and their medical staff. So that's where a lot of the specimen are coming in right now. We are hoping to expand that capacity beyond what we're currently doing, which is about 800 per day.
Wow.
We have the equipment in place to be able to do about 5,000 per day, but we're working on validating that and getting the reagents in place in order to do it. And then once we've opened that up, then our hope is that the physician offices and the collection sites will be able to test more people. And that's really what our goal is to increase the access to testing across the state.
Michael, where exactly are y'all located and how long have you been around?
We're located right here in Greenville, just off of 85. We've been in this location for about 5 years. Previous to that, we were in Fountain Inn, and we've been running tests since 2010.
Wow. Well, I know y'all are super slammed. I appreciate you sharing a little bit of light on this. Is there anything else that we can leave our viewers with kind of what y'all are doing or anything that they can be doing in the meantime?
Really very proud of our team, the long hours they've put in, the very intense work that they've done in order to get this testing up and running and provide access to our folks, both here in Greenville, across the state, and nationwide. Really, we're just focused on ramping up that volume so we can help as many people get access to this testing as we can.
Well, y'all are doing a great job. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. So good luck with everything and just keep us posted.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Megan.
Okay. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate it.